Good evening from London. Bitcoin has plunged below $86,000, extending a downturn that began in early October. The world's largest cryptocurrency fell as much as 6% in early Asia trading, while Ether and Solana also tumbled, reflecting broader risk-off sentiment at the start of December. Analysts say fading inflows into Bitcoin exchange-traded funds and renewed regulatory pressure are weighing heavily on the market. The latest pullback comes after Bitcoin hit an all-time high of $126,251 just weeks ago, before losing almost 17% of its value last month. Investors are now watching whether the token will test the next support level at $80,000 as concerns grow over leverage unwinds, stablecoin stability, and policy uncertainty from China and the US Federal Reserve. Here in the UK, new data shows shoppers stayed cautious during Black Friday as economic uncertainty continues to drag on consumer confidence. Footfall across UK high streets fell 2% compared to last Friday and was down more than 7% year on year, according to MRI software. Online activity was mixed, with strong trading on Tuesday, but a sharp slowdown just 48 hours before peak sales began. Economists say strained household budgets, rising unemployment, now projected to hit 5.2% next year, and concerns over the wider economy are keeping spending subdued. KPMG expects UK GDP growth to reach just 1% in 2026, warning that weak demand and higher business costs could further slow momentum. In Switzerland, voters have overwhelmingly rejected a proposal to introduce a 50% tax on transfers above 50 million Swiss francs. Official estimates suggest around 82% voted against the plan, which was championed by the Young Socialists as a way to fund climate initiatives. Critics, including business leaders and political parties across the spectrum, warned the change could fuel a mass exodus of high net worth residents and undermine Switzerland's long-standing position as a low-tax hub. The vote comes as several European nations introduce tougher tax measures on wealth, including the UK, Italy and France. And finally, President Donald Trump has sought to play down rising tensions with Venezuela after a social media post warning airlines that the country's airspace should be considered closed. Speaking to reporters aboard Air Force One, Trump said people should not read anything into the message, though he reiterated that the US considers Venezuela, quote, not a very friendly country. It comes as the US steps up military presence in the Caribbean, following reported strikes on boats allegedly linked to drug trafficking. Actions now facing legal and political scrutiny in Washington. Republican lawmakers have warned that a reported follow-up strike on an already disabled vessel may amount to a violation of the law of war, prompting calls for a formal investigation. Those are your main stories from London at close of business. I'm Juliana Olayinka.